Dear friends at Sport Arena, first of all, I wish that all of you are okay and in good health. I hope that none of you were affected by COVID-19, this plague that made a great mess in our world. I want to congratulate you on the 15th anniversary of your organization. So it's been 15 years since you organized the first streetball tournament in Romania, and later on this developed into one of the most beautiful and most successful challengers, FIBA 3-on-3 challengers in the world, Bucharest Challenger. The way that Sport Arena developed and grew is a really great success story, and it's been a role model for all other organizers around the globe. For us, Streetball Kosovo, so Kosovo 3-on-3 basketball, and especially personally for me, Bucharest and Romania have a very special place in our hearts, and also they have a great importance. The importance is threefold. Streetball Kosovo and Kosovo 3-on-3 had its international debut in Bucharest, then also meeting you all. And foundation of great and everlasting friendship with you all from Sports Arena is something that is very important for us, because it's more than doing just sports. And last but not least important, last year in 2019, Kosovo had its also international debut with 3-on-3, but this time with national Kosovo team. Although it was in Constanza, all of your Team Sports Arena were there. So I want to remind you that the great merit and credits for foundation of our friendship goes to a special friend, our and your friend, Bogdan Amariukai, or Bob, as you and I know him, who is the greatest basketball enthusiast that I've ever seen and met. It was exactly 2014, 2 months prior to our international debut in Bucharest, when Bob came to Kosovo to play in the first international Streetball Kosovo tour. At that time, when people had prejudice on Kosovo, they still had the picture, they were still picturing the war scenes, unrest and destroyed country. Bob came all the way from Romania, all the way from Bucharest to city of Peja, and he came to play 3-on-3. Three of his friends, it's a very interesting story, three of his friends canceled the trip in the last moment, but Bob decided to come alone. We respected that. Although he was alone, we helped him to gather a team in Peja Quest Stop, and then he went to the final stage in Peja. He was runner-up in that Quest stop, and the rest is history, as we say. That year, 2 months later, FIBA 3-on-3 allocated Streetball Kosovo winner to play at Bucharest Challenger, and we made our international debut in August 2014 in Bucharest. It was very important moment for Kosovo 3-on-3 sports, because for us, Streetball Kosovo, it was the year when we were celebrating the 15th anniversary. So at that time, we were celebrating the 15th anniversary of organized Streetball Kosovo tournaments, which started back in 2000. Actually, in 2005, Kosovo Streetball Association became a part of Kosovo Basketball Federation, and ever since organized the national 3-on-3 national championships. However, It was only on February the 12th, 2013, when when Streetball Kosovo became a part of FIBA 3-on-3. This was a great achievement, not only for Kosovo Streetball Association and Kosovo Basketball Federation, but also for Kosovo sports in general, because at that time Kosovo Basketball Federation was not a member and a part of FIBA yet. It became a member of FIBA in 2015. Basically, our participation, so Streetball Kosovo and Kosovan team participation at Bucharest Challenger 2014 was the first official participation of any kind of basketball in the international scene. When Bucharest Challenger and city itself comes to my mind, I always recall two greatest moments that I always emphasize. The first is, as I said prior, that we had our international debut at the time when Kosovo Basketball Federation was not recognized, so that is our participation in Bucharest Challenger 2014 with its importance. And the second one is the next year, so Bucharest Challenger 2015 edition, when after the first edition we came there, and on the day one we were the headlines. So Pristina team, our team was the headline of first day. It was a big surprise and a great story. When I go back to that performance in 2015, I remember almost every detail. I remember the face expressions of Vlad, Radu, Adrian, and all the Sport Arena team. All of you that were there, you were amazed and pleasantly surprised with our performance at the first win in the opening game against the favorite team, home team, Make-A-Wish Bucharest, with great players in the team, such as legends like Virgil Stănescu, then Angel Santana, Bogdan Sandu, and Adrian Vasile Stefan. You could not believe what just happened that time when Bar Pristina won the first game by 21-10. I mean, it was a big surprise at the beginning, at the start of the Bucharest Challenger. I could see that expression of disbelief in the faces of all the participants and those who were gathered there to watch the game. And you were amazed by the fact how easy Pristina team won. And I was like, okay guys, just wait and see the next game. Then, to tell you the truth, I was very disappointed with our performance in the first edition. A year earlier we had 3 losses, so we came there, we couldn't win a game. Therefore, in 2015 we set our goal. We are going to go to Bucharest to achieve our first win. It happened to be in the opening game of that tournament. Then I thought, why not? So we were waiting for the second game, and the second game was against also a very highly ranked team, 3-on-3 Andorra, who also were a team who underestimated us, and they thought that they're gonna win very easily against Bar Pristina, against the Kosovan team. But the end of the story was totally different. The guys from Bar Pristina really swept the Andorrans and won by 21-12. So this was a crazy story, a crazy end of the day one, and Bar Pristina and Kosovo representative became the headline of that day one at the Bucharest Challenger, and you have that in your archives also as the headline of the recap that you posted on your website. So after our team won the first two games and became a big surprise and the greatest story of the day one, three of the team players went that night to celebrate and party, and the best way to describe their celebration is the Lionel Richie's song All Night Long. I won't mention who they were, but the next day, when the rest of our delegation went down to have a breakfast and then go to the morning practice, there was only one guy who showed to the breakfast, and then he showed us, the rest of the delegation, the videos that his teammates were sending all night long while they were celebrating and partying, as I said, all night long at Centru Vechi, so the old towns, discotheques and bars. A lot of drinks and, well, let's say companions. I can tell you, it was really, really crazy. I was like, gosh, I have to figure something to sober them up, to detoxicate them, to rehydrate them and prepare them for the third game against Austrians team Amstetten. However, I also knew that in the quarterfinals, if we make it, and it was likely that we're gonna make it to quarterfinals, that's gonna be so the maximum, the top that we can achieve at that tournament. For me, the most important thing was to finish the group stage undefeated, and that comparing to the previous year when we had 3 losses would be a great success story, because we are going to go from -3 to +3. And really we did it. We won against Amstetten, but later in the quarterfinals we were swept away by St. Petersburg Ognje Zaštita, or Firemen of St. Petersburg, by 21-7. I mean, that was really tragic comedy. On one hand, it was pity because we lost the opportunity to maybe advance to the semi-finals. That would be like, let's compare with the atomic bomb explosion in the Bucharest Challenger 2015. On the other hand, it was really funny because the guys really had a crazy celebration and crazy partying in Bucharest, that I said, all night long. Believe me, even Dennis Rodman would be ashamed and would be a small child comparing to the partying, the crazy partying that our guys did in Bucharest. But this is enough, I guess. So the rest of the story you can guess by yourself. So this was a really crazy moment in the Bucharest 2015. All in all, I have to say that when I think of Bucharest, well, you know that I've been living in Istanbul. I lived in Istanbul actually for a long time, then for a short period in Belgrade and also in the United States. I have traveled around the world, but I must admit that the hospitality, the kindness and the atmosphere that I experienced in Bucharest is unique, and for me Bucharest is simply awesome. It has that unique spirit that you cannot describe. You have to experience it and you have to feel it. I can't emphasize or single out what I enjoy most in Bucharest, because it's a great mix of old history and culture mixed with, let's say, contemporary art and lifestyle. Every moment that I spent in Bucharest is fantastic. The vibe of the city simply energizes you. And Well, I simply have to say that I love Bucharest, and of course you guys are great friends. To sum up this story, because you know we people from TV, we like to talk a lot and we can talk for hours and hours. I'm honored, I'm very happy and very lucky that I met you guys, and I had the chance to found a great friendship, everlasting friendship with Sport Arena, and that we found it a very sincere friendship. Therefore, I wish you all good health, happiness, and all the best in many years to come. Or we have a very similar word in Albanian and Romanian languages. You uroj success, or as you would say in Romanian, urez succes and pe curând. So guys, see you soon in Bucharest.